Good evening. You're tuned in to Nightly News every moment online. In tonight's news headlines, flat 10% income tax headlines Dominica's EC 1.24 billion national budget. Tibo Reunion 2026 concludes with dinner and awards ceremony. Antigua wraps up another successful carnival season. Mexican influencer shot dead during live stream. Dominica sends 2 athletes to World Athletics Under-20 Championships. And St. Lucia crowned overall champions of 2026 Windward Islands School Games. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is a news broadcast for the 5th of August, 2026. In local news this evening, the government of Dominica has presented a EC 1.24 billion national budget for the 2026-2027 fiscal year, outlining a range of measures aimed at strengthening the economy, providing tax relief, supporting businesses and farmers, and continuing major national development projects. Presenting the budget address in Parliament yesterday, Honorable Minister of Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, under the theme, Protecting Our Progress, Strengthening Our Independence, Securing Our Future. One of the most significant announcements was the introduction of a single flat income tax rate of 10%, effective January 1, 2027. Replacing the current 15%, 25%, and 35% tax bands. The government said the first EC $30,000 of income will remain tax-free, describing the move as the largest income tax relief ever granted to the people of Dominica. The budget also includes a EC $43.5 million household relief package, featuring the new flat tax system, the end of tax compounding on imports from October 1, 2026, an extension of VAT and import duty relief on essential goods until September 30, 2026, and the removal of taxes on worldwide income, meaning only income earned in Dominica will be taxed. To stimulate business growth and employment, the government announced an employment tax rebate of up to EC $10,000 for businesses creating new jobs, EC $19 million in additional funding for small businesses through the Aid Bank at 3.5% interest, EC $1.5 million for a new free crop insurance program, and new tax deductions for commercial rental buildings and business vulnerability funds. In agriculture, the government will introduce new initiatives to include free crop insurance, continued support for farmers and fishers, the expansion of crop production, beekeeping, and fisheries development. Looking to the future, the government also unveiled measures to encourage population growth, including a 100,000 population target by 2040, also allowing people with a Dominican grandparent to qualify for citizenship starting in 2027. A 2-year Live in Dominica residence visa for remote workers and retirees, and a one-stop service to assist returning Dominicans. The 2026-2027 budget now moves into the parliamentary debate stage before final approval. The Tibo Reunion 2026 celebrations came to a fitting close with a memorable dinner and awards ceremony, which recognized villagers who contributed significantly to the growth and development of Tibo over the years.
Tonight, we celebrate extraordinary individuals and organizations whose dedication, leadership, service, and achievements have enriched the village of Tibo and inspired generations. Through their hard work in education, healthcare, agriculture, business, sports, public service, faith, and community development, they have each left an indelible mark on our community.
Several individuals were honored for their outstanding service, dedication, and contributions to the development of Tibo and the success of the reunion. Ms. Makisha Letard Thomas, chairperson, expressed appreciation to the organizing committee, sponsors, volunteers, performers, patrons, and everyone who helped make Tibo Reunion 2026 a resounding success.
On behalf of the Tibo Reunion 2026 Planning Committee, thank you all for being a part of this unforgettable evening. May God continue to bless each of you, bless our beautiful village of Tibo, and bless the Commonwealth of Dominica. Also, before I end, I just want to highlight some of our sponsors for tonight's dinner. We have Ms. Pearl Douglas, Maureen Massicot, Leonette Thomas, Henderson Bruni Jr., Tatiana Alexander, Matilda Hurst, Simon Isaac, Miss Annie Thomas Anthony Bontiff from the St. Martin Group, Atlantic View Resorts, Bernard Bontiff, Castle Chambers, Celebrations, Compulse, CSK Concrete, Curtis LeBlanc, David Kurtz, Donovan Douglas, Eminem Anslem, Michael Massicot, Pearl Canaville, Rich Media, Shanita George, and Waters Edge. And the list goes on. So many other persons that I may have missed your name. We are so grateful for all of the support that you have given to this reunion, because if it was not for that support, it really would not have been possible for us to be here celebrating tonight.
Held under the theme, Honoring Our Past, Building Our Future, Celebrating Our People, the reunion celebrated Tibo's rich heritage while strengthening the bonds that unite the community for generations to come. Some members of the Dominica National 4-H Club, accompanied by teachers and parents, departed the island yesterday for an international summer excursion to Paris, France, which will run from August 4 to 16, 2026. A total of 31 participants from primary and secondary schools and the Dominica State College are taking part in the trip. And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
Tico, that's $800. Cash or card?
When cash is low, Tico is still ready.
Always card, Chalo. Would you like a copy of the receipt?
No, Chalo. NBD already sent me the alert and I'll see it on Mo Banking later. That is it. From card to farm. Power your business with the NBD Small Business Credit Card. Your partner, your bank.
In regional news, UNICEF and the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center have signed a 5-year agreement to strengthen efforts to protect children from the impacts of climate change across the Caribbean. The partnership will support child-focused climate policies, improve climate-resilient education, healthcare, water and sanitation services, strengthen disaster preparedness, and expand support for vulnerable children and families. It will also encourage greater youth involvement in climate action and decision-making while promoting research and regional cooperation. UNICEF says climate change is also a children's rights issue, while the Climate Change Center says the partnership will help place children and young people at the heart of the Caribbean's climate resilience efforts. And the curtains have officially closed on Antigua Carnival 2026, bringing to an end nearly 2 weeks of vibrant celebrations that once again showcase the island's rich culture, music, and unmatched carnival spirit. Dubbed the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, this year's festivities attracted thousands of locals, returning nationals, and visitors who filled the streets of St. John's for an exciting lineup of pageants, calypso and soca competitions, steel pan performances, juve, fetes, and the spectacular parade of the bands. Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority Marketing Communications Manager Maria Blackman says this year's festival was another tremendous success.
Hi everyone, it's Maria Blackman, Marketing Communications Manager for the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. Antigua Carnival, the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, continues to attract visitors from the region as well as internationally as we continue to position the destination as the place to be. Summer travel has definitely picked up for the season, and we're looking forward to everyone coming for Antigua Carnival 2027 when we celebrate 70 years. See you on the road.
Also sharing her thoughts was Charmaine Spencer, the newly appointed Chief Marketing Officer of the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, who highlighted the importance of Carnival in promoting the destination internationally.
Hi, I'm Charmaine Spencer, Chief Marketing Officer for the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. And this year's Carnival was just epic. It had everybody on the road. We were in the biggest mass band mist on the road. Well, and there was also insane. We also have sections crossing the stage, but it was a really good time. Lots of excitement, lots of music, a lot of great music on the road, lots of mass bands, and we're inviting everybody to come and experience the 70th anniversary of Antigua's Carnival in 2027. It's going to be great, and you know, all the experiences have been great, from the parties and the fetes to the carnival experiences to on the road. Antigua and Barbuda has the most road experiences. We've had t-shirt mass, we've had kiddies carnival, we've had Monday mass, we've had Tuesday pretty mass, and it's just been so much fun. So we hope to see you next year here for the 70th edition of Antigua's Carnival.
While organizers praised the success of the festival, many patrons also expressed their excitement over the energy, costumes, and overall experience that made Antigua Carnival 2026 another unforgettable celebration.
Hi, my overall experience here at Antigua Carnival was wonderful. It was very organized. I played with Section the band, and this was my first time playing with them, and it won't be my last. Thank you.
My overall experience of Carnival was really good. I will do this again. This was actually my first Carnival and my first time playing in mass. It was a 10 out of 10 experience. We'll do it again.
Hold on. Big up Antigua. Big up Miss Carnival. We're back here every year. Every year we're on road. Every year we're on road. We outside all the way from Toronto to Antigua. Next year, the year after that, we're back. We're back. We love you here.
Coming back. So much black women. There's so much like everything. I love it.
I love the melanin. I love melanated women. That's why we're in Antigua. Okay? What's your name?
Antigua Carnival 2026 may have come to an end, but the memories, music, and vibrant spirit of the festival are sure to live on long after the last masquerader has left the streets. And that's all for Regional News this evening. Stay tuned for international news coming up next.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive Jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
In international news this evening, Mexican social media influencer Cesar Gastelum was shot and killed while live streaming outside a fast food restaurant in the city of Culiacan. Authorities say 2 men on a motorcycle approached the scene and the passenger opened fire during the live broadcast. Gastelum died at the scene and a major security operation followed. The comedian had nearly 600,000 followers on TikTok and was known for his humorous videos. The killing comes amid ongoing violence in Colican, where rival organized crime groups continue to fight for control. Police are continuing their investigation. Finally, in international news, Guatemala's Fuego volcano has entered a critical explosive phase, forcing at least 1,699 people to evacuate as volcanic activity intensifies. The volcano, about 50 kilometers southwest of Guatemala City, has been erupting since Monday, sending lava, ash, and pyroclastic flows down its slopes. Ash has spread up to 120 kilometers, affecting more than 29,000 people. Authorities have issued red alerts, suspended classes, closed a major highway, and restricted access to the Fuego and Acatenango volcanoes. Door-to-door evacuations are continuing, while security forces are guarding evacuated communities against looting. Fuego is one of the Central America's most active volcanoes. Its deadly 2018 eruption killed hundreds. Officials say they will closely monitor the volcano over the next 72 hours. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment coming up next.
Coming up on the outside.
Sit down, my girl. Sit down.
Dina coming up on the outside.
Looky.
Oh. No.
Welcome to the sports segment. Team Dominica is proudly competing at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships being held in Eugene, Oregon, USA from August 4 to 9, 2026. The Dominican delegation is led by Coach Godwin Dorset and features 2 promising young athletes, namely Corel Etienne in women's 100 meters and Addison James in men's javelin. Now, let's hear from Coach Dorset.
Greetings, everyone. Dominica will take the field of play on day 1 of the World Athletics Under-20 Championships morning session. There, Mr. Addison James will participate in Group B of the boys' javelin qualifying round in search of a distance of 72.50 meters towards the final. Miss Corel Etienne will go up in search of a top 3 position in order to advance to the semis of the 100 meters. Let's congratulate our representative and wish them well as they do battle for Dominica. Go Team Dominica, go.
The Dominica Amateur Athletics Association, DAA, has extended its best wishes to Coach Dorset and both athletes as they represent the Nature Isle on the world stage. The championships bring together some of the world's best under-20 athletes, providing a valuable opportunity for Dominica's rising stars to showcase their talent against top international competition. The nation joins the DAA in wishing Team Dominica every success throughout the championships. The 2026 Windward Island School Games came to a spectacular close on Saturday evening with a grand closing ceremony at the Financial Administrative Center in Point Seraphine, celebrating a week of outstanding athletic performances and regional camaraderie. St. Lucia emerged as the overall champions, finishing with 37 points, while Dominica secured second place with 29 points, and Grenada finished third with 27 points. Dominica emerged a successful campaign, capturing championships titles in both the male and female basketball competitions, as well as male volleyball. In athletics, Annalisa Brown of Grenada was named Victrix Ludorum after winning 5 gold medals, while AJ Delpeche of St. Vincent and the Grenadines captured the Victor Ludorum title with 3 gold medals and 1 silver. Dominica also received special recognition as the most disciplined team and the team that brought the most vibes, earning praise for its enthusiasm and unwavering support throughout the tournament. The closing ceremony marked the end of another successful edition of the Windward Island School Games, highlighting the talent, sportsmanship, and unity of young athletes from across the region. The Dominica Football Association, DFA, Premier League returns this week with another exciting round of matches as clubs continue their battle for valuable points in the league standings. The action kicks off Wednesday, August 5, which is tonight, with Baffin State FC taking on Portsmouth Bombers FC. On Friday, August 7, league leaders We United FC will face Mighty Avengers in what promises to be one of the most anticipated matchups of the round. Saturday's schedule features 2 encounters as Midham United FC meets Point Michel FC, while Southeast FC takes on Mao Soccer Strikers FC. The weekend concludes on Sunday, August 9, with Portsmouth Bombers FC hosting Dubla FC, followed by Harlem United SC against Baffin State FC. Football fans can watch every match live on FIFA Plus and DAZN as the race for the Premier League title continues to intensify. And that's all for the sports segment this evening. Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next.
Good day to you and welcome to today's weather broadcast for August 5th, 2026. Yes, we are in August, and during this part of the hurricane season, we do expect typically that tropical cyclone activity begins to increase in the Atlantic Basin. However, presently we do have an El Nino situation, which is expected to strengthen during this period. So we'll continue to monitor and observe how this is actually continue to limit tropical cyclone activity in our area as we head into the peak of the 2026 hurricane season. We're starting off with our satellite imagery, and across the Lesser Antilles today, very shallow low-level clouds moving across the area as a high-pressure system is now dominant. As we move eastward across the Atlantic, we find two tropical waves. The first is located near 43 degrees west. This is moving together with a trough system as well, slightly ahead of it. This is expected to move across the area on Friday. Presently, models are not indicating much moisture associated with this wave. As we move further eastward, we find the second axis near around 25 degrees west, and this tropical wave is expected to move across the area overnight Saturday into Sunday. Slightly more moisture expected with the passage of this tropical wave. And as we zoom in closer to Dominica today, our skies have been occasionally cloudy, mainly in eastern communities. However, for much of the island, western and northeastern have been experiencing fair to partly cloudy skies. A very dry day so far. And as our radar imagery indicates, isolated showers, spotty showers across the area, with just a few moving overland as we approached the early afternoon. So today we are experiencing good air quality, and this is expected to be maintained into tomorrow. However, by tomorrow night, that is Thursday night, this plume is expected to begin moving across the area, and therefore we are expected to see a reduction in air quality and visibility. This is expected to persist into Saturday. So those of you with respiratory sensitivities, do be on the alert and take precautions for this particular dust event. So tonight, the high pressure system is expected to remain dominant. Dry conditions expected to persist, resulting in occasionally cloudy skies, mainly in the interior and eastern parts of the island, with just a few brief showers. Temperature expected to be down to about 24 degrees Celsius in our coastal communities, and of course cooler to about 22 degrees Celsius in the interior. Winds, our trade winds, are out of the east-northeast near 30 kilometers per hour. So looking ahead over the next 3 days, tomorrow Thursday is expected to remain relatively dry as well, fair to partly cloudy skies with isolated showers. As we move into Friday, possibly a slightly higher chance of some cloudiness across the area as that tropical wave and trough moves across the Lesser Antilles. However, no significant showers is expected or are expected during this time. Dust haze expected as that dust plume moves across the area. By Saturday, slightly more low-level clouds resulting in partly cloudy to cloudy skies. However, shower activity is expected to be restricted on Saturday, except by Saturday night when that second tropical wave moves across the Lesser Antilles. Temperatures over the next 3 days, our daytime highs expected to peak up to about 32 degrees Celsius. Nighttime lows down to about 24 degrees Celsius on Thursday, slightly warmer Friday and Saturday as that dust haze moves into the area. Winds expected out of the east-northeast near 30 kilometers per hour, slightly more breezy on Saturday and gusty as well, with winds up to about 35 kilometers per hour, possibly with higher gusts. Presently, our seas on the East Coast are around the 5 feet, and this is expected to persist into Saturday, so very favorable conditions for marine activities in the summer, for boating, for swimming, so do enjoy the marine environment. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:48 a.m. and will set at 6:34 p.m. Tomorrow's first high tide will be at 9:58 a.m. and the first low tide at 3:39 a.m. We are still in the hurricane season. Do continue to plan and to prepare for any eventuality, any system that may develop despite the odds. For updated information, hop into our WhatsApp channel. You can gain access by scanning this QR code or visit our Facebook or Instagram platforms at Dominica Met. Thank you for joining us today. Stay hydrated and stay safe. Until next time.
And this concludes tonight's news broadcast for the 5th of August, 2026. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and on behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This is EmoNightly News, every moment online. Have a good night.